Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a review for the casting of Frank Stone. And I've never done one of these reviews before. I've never did a video on one. I've never written one. So this is going to be my first review for this game because honestly, it surprised me. It surprised me just as much as when Johnny Cage first opened the door in Mortal Kombat 1 to see everybody. That's how surprised I was by this game.
What in the actual fuck?
Good evening, Johnny Cage.
Everyone knows what I think of behavior if you watch my streams or anything. I give them a lot of shit. I probably couldn't do any better, but I still give them shit nonetheless. Like I want to throw my controller through the wall every damn time I play that game. But I gotta admit, this game was actually pretty good. If you're really into Dead by Daylight and fan service, go check this game out. There's a lot of stuff you can find with plushies and even going into an antique store and find the Wraith's weapon, the Huntress mask, and a lot of lore alongside it. I love that part about this game was the lore and fan service because they did a really good job, and honestly, I hope they make more games like this because it was so good. Now, as far as the story goes, I'll touch on that. It's obviously, at first, it's always going to be confusing. They're trying to make it so you don't understand, but towards the end, it was pretty understandable. I thought, because they keep doing time travel with like games and movies and stuff, that was going to be like how time travel used to work, like in Terminator. Well, I guess Terminator didn't really work. I mean, now, I don't know. Time travel is confusing still, just as ever. But I figured when you change the past, it would then affect the future. And it would stay in the same realm and timeline and universe as each other, if that makes sense. But story, you do start to understand the story. Like, I want to say halfway, and this game is a very long game. It took me a while to beat it, but I was taking my time because I like finding all like the collectibles and everything, and I did go back and make sure I got them all. But the thing, this game's like, I would rate this game a 7 out of 10, and the reason why is because no game is perfect. Until Dawn was a great game, but it's not perfect. And the game I shall not name, which I absolutely despise and hate out of like playing the Dark Mythologies, I think a lot of you have heard me talk about it, and I'll put it on screen if you don't know and live under a rock on my channel. But this game was good. This game kept the story somewhat hidden and confusing, and like along with the entity. And honestly, I didn't know where the story was going to go with it being in the Dead by Daylight universe. But it was still good, and I liked it. And I love, again, the fan service. There were a lot of stuff, though, with this game where, like, the character dialogue, I understand awkward dialogue and cringe dialogue, but it was almost too awkward and cringe in certain conversations that you're having. Like, when I was playing Maddie at the start and you're talking to Linda, you literally get, like, a conversation where both of them just sound cringe, and it's almost like, do you just say nothing, but you want some dialogue because it's at the beginning, so you got to say something. And it was just somewhat really, really cringy, and that sucked. And there was also some deaths that I just thought were dumb. Like, I can't remember the character's name, so I'm putting him on screen. But he can literally fight Frank Stone or he can run away to save Chris from going in the portal. And if you fight Frank Stone, you literally just die. He just one-shots you. You don't get any prompt, nothing. You just dead. And I wish you would have been able to do a little bit more in the sense, because it's just kind of like, it just kind of feels lazy. Like, oh, wow. I really couldn't even do anything to even save me out of the situation. All right. Or like later as you play the game, when you meet Sam again, you can steal Linda can steal his gun. And then later on when they're in the room, unlike what House of Ashes did when there's like a big fight room happening, you switch between characters. In this, it make you just switch to Sam. So if Sam does not have the gun, you cannot save if someone put on the necklace, or if someone's getting like trapped, you cannot save them because Sam doesn't have his gun. And it doesn't even bother to switch to Linda to be able to use the gun if Linda stole it. In my playthrough, I had Linda steal the gun. Sam couldn't shoot to save Madison, so then Madison dies, or Maddie, however you want to say it. I'm pretty sure her full name's Madison, but she's short for Maddie. But you couldn't save her. And that I didn't really like because it was like, okay, but in other games, you can use, like in House of Ashes when they're having the big fight in the room, you can use what you've gotten to help other people and stuff like that. And I don't know why I couldn't do that with this. That was a little bit annoying because it was like, I never even got to use the gun that Linda got. I never even used it. And then you have some characters like Stan. Had to remember that name because that character is so annoying, and I wish he just wasn't almost in the game because he's so annoying. And you can have him killed pretty early on, which is honestly, you should do that because he's annoying. You don't even want him in the game later on. He just keeps talking. But again, this game was still really good, and I would say if you're into Dark Mythology games and Dead by Daylight, you should check out this game. I fully recommend it. Go for it. Give it a try. Come back in the comments. Tell me what you think. Maybe we'll even have an argument, disagree on some things. But you should still check it out. And if you are just hating on this game before even watching, playing, or doing anything, then I don't know why the fuck you're here. And also, why the fuck here if you don't just go play it? Like, go play the game and then come back and tell me what you like. Or tell me what you dislike about it. But that's my review. I give it a 7 out of 10. Hate me or don't. I don't give a shit. Why are you watching this video then? But that's going to be the end for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. And see you later.